Weakness to warrior. Question for you. You think age matters as far as getting lean and losing weight? Do you think at a certain point in your life that you're like, well, my metabolism is fucked and I won't be able to get ripped? Or after the age of 40, I'm just done. I'm going to tell you all those things are absolutely false. You know how I know? Because I am living proof. I am living proof because last November, I quit drinking, I quit smoking, and I quit smoking weed. And I went on this freaking path, and I'm still on this path, and I'm headed down my journey 10 toes down, 1 foot in front of the other. And I have a co-pilot, and that co-pilot is God. Age is not really anything but a number. It's just how long you've been on this earth. Now, granted, if you're about 85, 90, and you're in piss poor condition, yes. But I know 80 and some 90-year-olds that are still kicking it and whipping some ass. They could probably whip the ass of some 25-year-olds. So y'all need to get this freaking mindset that it's not your age that dictates your weight. It's you and your habits. I am over 40 and I am sitting at 11% body fat. So don't sit here and tell me it's my metabolism. It's slowed down. No, it's you. You are the reason you are where you're at. You are the reason you are at the body fat percentage that you're at. It's your bad habits. It's very, very easy to fix them. You're gonna give me an excuse and be like, man, you don't know what it's like. I know what it's like. I've been there. I've been at a 38-inch waist. I'm down to 29 and a half. So I know what it's like. It's just I had a bigger leg up than you guys because I didn't eat all that crap. My freaking weight gain was from beer. All those extra calories. 12-pack a day. Over time, every single day. A 12-pack, a 12-pack, a 12-pack, a 12-pack. It wasn't the donuts. It wasn't the cookies. It wasn't the candy. It wasn't the freaking shitty foods. Well, I can say sometimes it was the shitty foods because, you know, on Fridays I would, you know, eat some chicken wings. I would eat, you know, cheeseburger subs, cheese steaks, things along that nature. But I didn't go to extremes as far as like eating in like a very, very big surplus, like 3,000 calories. I'll be eating probably 800 calories, maybe 600 600 calorie surplus every day. So it did add up. And I wasn't freaking exercising. I wasn't that freaking active. So, you know, the weight started to creep up and the weight started to creep up. And it's those little things that you don't really necessarily see. Like some of you may eat pretty healthy, but it's all the extra stuff. The freaking soda, the coffees, just the little things that may be like 300 calories here. 200 a freaking bag of chips is like 250 calories. Just a small one. One donut's probably like 180 calories. I know, and sometimes I would, during the winter, you know, I would go get some hot chocolate from Sheetz. So that added up. But never the candy or cookies or things along that nature. It was just like, you know, I ate pretty healthy. I ate the salads. You know, ate the lasagnas. Made sure, you know, I didn't put too much dressing on it. I didn't put too many condiments on my cheeseburgers and stuff. It was just a constant freaking beer. Getting the beer munchies. And the weed munchies. I mean, you can't denounce freaking weed munchies. I mean, you smoke a bunch of fucking pot. You smoke a fucking J, man. You're gonna be eating. So it's all down to mindset. Not really much about age. So y'all can just fucking miss me with that bullshit about, well, it's my age and it's my freaking metabolism and I just can't lose weight because it's my genetics and it's hereditary and it's... The only thing hereditary is baldness. No one was born fat. I mean, as a baby, you naturally get fat anyways. All the fucking formula and shit's designed to fatten you up, but then you start to lean out. And then they start feeding you cookies, and they start feeding your freaking school lunches, and freaking, you know, healthy freaking gummies for your kids and shit. And all this processed bullshit. And then you can get away with it in your 20s. And right around your 30s. But once you start to hit a certain time, it's all that freaking bad habits have now been ingrained, and it wasn't your metabolism slowing down. So don't try to say that that's what I was trying to say, so don't put words in my mouth. It was the bad habits you built up over years and years and years. It's the late nights out. It's the shitty fucking sleep. Sleep, yes, sleep does have a factor in gaining weight. You get shitty sleep, you will gain weight. The better sleep you get, the more calories you burn. It's proven. They've done studies about it. Your body has a natural circadian rhythm, and it has to stay in that natural circadian rhythm, or you're gonna freaking increase your stress hormones. And then your stress hormones will make your body hang on to fat. It's also the food that you eat and the chemicals they put in there, because they put chemicals in there that freaking interact with your testosterone and turn it into estrogen. That's why men have titties. I think the chemical is called lactine or lact something. It's the freaking chemical that makes women lactate. And that's why men have titties. That's why they're called moobs, man boobs. No one coined that term out of thin air because they're like, man, that dude looks like he's got a set of tits. That's why they're tits, because they're fat. And what are women's titties made of? Fat. So you're just being freaking fattened up for the roast or the slaughter. It all boils down what you put in your mouth. I know you can control your hand because you're probably wanking all the time, so you can control that. Why don't you use that discipline to stop freaking touching yourself and put down the donuts? Like, quit getting freaking high on these dopamine hits from food. and porn. Oh, I said the P word, they'll probably block me on frickin' YouTube. Or on OnlyFans and fans and all that. All this sort of stuff designed that you're indulging in. That's Beta and Charlie and Delta dude energy. A lot of alpha males don't even they don't even mess around with that stuff because they got better stuff to do. They got businesses to run. They got freaking women to fend off. They got gym time to go to. They got their mental, their spiritual, and their physical health to freaking worry about. All these actions are low energy actions. People tell me all the time, man, you look like you lost weight. And I tell them, you're goddamn right I did. And they say, well, I see it in your face. It's because I put in the hard work. And I still have a lot more hard work to put in to this body. I only get one of it. So I'm going to create it to be as best as it possibly can. The fucking Lamborghinis of the flesh. Hot, trot, but can't be bought. So you have to do a deep dive into your mind and into your habits. Write them down. Get a piece of notebook paper, get them out, write them down. All the places that you have bad habits, and start to focus on knocking them off your list. Start with what you put in your mouth, what you eat. Develop that discipline, and then all the other chips will start to fall into place. Control yourself, control your mind, control your actions. When you master discipline, you master yourself. And through self-mastery comes mental discipline and mental mastery. And then you can start to manipulate your freaking atmosphere and your surroundings and your life and change it for the better. I'm here to help you. I'm here to guide you. But it takes you to make them steps. It's you getting real with yourself and being like, yeah, this is not the girl I want to be with, but this is the only girl I can get because I don't have confidence, I don't have swagger, and I don't have a freaking nice body. Yeah, that's not the end all, a nice body. It has other perks. But that's where you start. You start with yourself. Once you start gaining discipline and consistency and keeping freaking commitments to yourself, everything else will fall in place. Again, I'm here to help. All you need to do is reach out to me. I'm putting together a training plan, a nutrition plan, a PDF that I'll be selling on YouTube. It'll give you step-by-step to how to get a physique that'll turn women's into freaks. Help you get your life, get your manhood back, and build a life that you're proud of. Develop discipline, consistency, and get you where you want to be. Remember, I'm not where I want to be. I'm going where I want to be, but don't let me not being where I am at like dismay you or like talk you out of this. I can get you to where I'm at, and once you get to where I'm at, I'll be far ahead on my goal, accomplishing that. So, if you need some help, reach out in the comment section below. But it takes you getting up off the couch, getting up off your ass, putting down the toys, and starting your journey from weakness to warrior mindset.